Perceiving a strawberry.
Is that strawberry intrinsically red? We know for a fact that the intrinsic qualities of that strawberry is such that it reflects or emits red light. It is this reflected light that our eyes detect, not the intrinsic qualities of the strawberry. Theories of consciousness that predict that it is the strawberry that has an intrinsic redness quality are known as direct realism theories. But a good number of philosophers have known for some time how naive this oversimplified model is. So much so that they collectively refer to all these types of direct realism predictions with a derogatory term, naive realism. So if it isn't the strawberry that is intrinsically red, what is it in this world that is responsible for all these intrinsic phenomenal colors we experience every day? Perception starts when the target reflects light. The lens of the eye inverts the light right to left, projecting a focused upside-down image on the retina. It is the intrinsic quality of this light which the retina detects, not the intrinsic quality of the strawberry. And there is still a long chain of causal intrinsic properties to go before we can have conscious knowledge of that strawberry. Cells in the retina, called rods and cones, each detect individual pixels of that upside-down image. This transduction process interprets the signal into the language of neurons, sending this signal down the optic nerve. There is a similar interpreting system between each of the different intrinsic properties of each link in this long chain that is perception. For each pixel of an image detected by a particular cone in the retina, the flashing pixel being one example, they can find the same relative location in the neural cortex wired to and responsible for that same flashing pixel. Experimentalists can observe and track signals for each pixel on the retina to the visual cortex. There is a one-to-one mapping between the retina and where each pixel arrives in the visual cortex, the flashing pixel on the retina and the corresponding flashing pixel in the visual cortex being one example. In other words, there are sets of pixel locations laid out in the primary visual cortex, resulting in an image laid out in the primary visual cortex with a one-to-one mapping between each pixel in the cortex and the corresponding pixel on the retina. Using instruments like an fMRI, experimentalists can observe these pixelated images in the visual cortex and reconstruct images of the brain's knowledge of what the person is seeing.
We could use your support. There's a petition topic on Canonizer titled, What Are Color Qualities? There's a link to the Demonstrate Subjective Qualities consensus camp in the description below. It would help if you would sign that consensus camp.